Hello and welcome to the fifth and final game of the Rhodes Cup group stage. I'm Tom Parker, stepping in again. Alongside me is Ethan once again. How are you?
Hello Tom, yeah, very well. I'm excited for the last game of this group stages and let's hope we can make it count and go through to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, so today we are up against Abacus Media, a team that are of course performing well in the division above. So this is going to be a tough test. They beat North Walkden 5-3, not 5-0 in their last game. I did get called a weapon in the comments for accidentally getting the scoreline wrong. I meant to say they put 5 past them and not 5-0, but there you go. It's just the online world for you, isn't it? But yeah, they did win really well as well. So they've got goals in this team and our defence is going to be tested a lot today.
Yes, and bizarrely, Tom, I will also be at the Manchester Polonia North Walkden game, giving you the latest updates from there. Let's hear from me now.
Hi, it's Ethan from Stretford Paddock. I'll be reporting from the North Walkden Manchester Polonia game in the top 2 clash in this Group D fixture. If either of these teams win, it means Paddock just need a draw to get through to the next stages. I'll be reporting all the news and goals here.
So, alongside a big weekend, we also have a time paradox. But you know that's sort of the background for this. But let's have another look at the table. Yeah. As you can see, on 7 points. Now, as you said in your little preview, if either Polonia or Walkden are to win, then we just need a draw because of our goal difference. So it's going to be a big test.
It is, Tom, but what Paddock need to do is just go for the win. Put it in their own hands and just go for it. Let's not rely on results from other games.
This team can beat you and qualify for the final themselves. So don't expect this to be a steamroller. They are going to be bang up for it because they get our scalps and they get into the quarters for doing it as well. So you have to come out of the gates absolutely flying and fight for each other because that's what you're going to be into today. You get into half time, 1-0 up or 0-0, and we are going to absolutely turn them to pieces for the second half, right? Focus for the first half is keep going, keep fighting. Keep it tight, keep your discipline, keep your shape, work fucking hard. I'll see you at time.
So let's get into the team news for today's game. Howson again starts with a 4-4-2 diamond to start off the match. Keane Pearce retains his position in goal. It'll be the same solid back four of Luke Zakian, Oatsy, Parker and Denzel. Hopefully going to be another clean sheet. We've had 2 in a row. They're starting to work really well as a back four. Then in the midfield is Ash in the 6th this week. Obviously Cam played there last week, but Cam has been pushed out to the number 8 position with Jay, and Nosa will retain his spot in the number 10 where he played so well against High Lane. And of course up top it's that deadly duo of Ronaldo and Isaac Buckley-Ricketts. If we're going to go through today, either one of those two are surely going to be the men who get the goal to do it.
Yeah, absolutely, Tom. Terrific front line. Obviously, last match we changed to a 4-3-3 at the break, and that worked well. We scored 4 goals, so interesting to stick with the diamond again. And let's hope we can get off to a good start.
Yeah, Stephen, of course, wants the team to be solid in the first half. Probably get into half-time maybe level or in control of the game is probably ideally what we would want. Number 11 with a shot here and a decent save by Keane. We've just had a goal news though. Some goal news from the Walkden Polonia game. Ethan, what has just taken place?
1-0 North Walkden. They've made their good start really count. Their number 9 on the left side of the box, bending a right-footed effort into the bottom right corner. 1-0 North Walkden.
Well, that is a huge goal for Stretford Paddock. Of course, the players don't know that. No. They're in the middle of their game, knowing that they probably need a win. But at the moment, that does take us into second place and potentially out of the group stage. Huge goal.
Yeah, early days though, Tom. 1-0 is a good result for Paddock if they just want to get a draw. But let's go for the win. It's in our hands. Like you said, the players don't know. Let's just go for it.
Yeah, and they're playing the ball around with a good bit of confidence here. It's been quite a close game, like last time though, to be fair, against High Lane. The opening half an hour really, you could say, was really close. So we could probably see something similar today where they just get into their rhythm slowly, and then maybe in the second half they'll build a bit of momentum. But at the moment they're playing the ball around fairly well, and Abacus Media, whilst holding their shape, aren't really able to get too close to us at the moment.
Keep the ball, Tom. Pass it around. It's really important to have composure today. There'll be a lot of pressure on those players' shoulders. So pass the ball, keep it moving. That's okay for the early exchanges.
Yeah, and it's a good ball played into Nosa here, who's brought down by number 4. Strong challenge. And it's going to be a chance from the free kick. It's hit straight into the wall. Disappointing. Luckily, one of the players didn't get knocked out. A real dive in there. Jay's put the ball in and it's gone all the way across. We got a bit of a busy touchline there, so we couldn't quite see where the ball went, but we assume it went out. And Abacus again with the ball. Number 3's been involved quite heavily on this near side. Good play between him and his forward players, and that's a shot just wide. But like you said, we've restricted them to those sorts of shots. It's been good so far.
Yeah, it's not been the most exciting of starts, let's be honest. But restricting the opposition to that, we've got 2 clean sheets in a row, Tom. Stay solid. Build on that.
And another clean sheet, hopefully, on the horizon. And those windows are maybe in a bit of danger if we don't get too many shots on target. It's a really good run, and the ball has gone all the way out here. Could have had an effort on goal there, but just didn't get the shot away. And really, in that position, you've got to be pulling the trigger.
Yeah, first real opportunity to get in the box there. Good pace again from the front line. Another opportunity here, Tom.
Great ball, and Jay is in here. What a save. Really, really good save from the Abacus Media goalkeeper. Lovely ball by Nosa. Jay runs onto it and you're thinking this is a guaranteed goal, but he's just stuck his right leg out and flicked it wide. That's the first real big chance of the game, and it's fallen to Stretford Paddock.
Yeah, we're getting in behind now, which is good, and that pace coming good.
Yeah, we've got another goal alert at the Polonia Walkden game. Ethan, we're going to pass it back to you.
Around half an hour into this game, as it stands, 1-0 North Walkden. That result means that Paddock would just need a draw to see themselves through to the quarterfinals. Quite a bizarre moment just a few minutes ago. It seemed that the Polonia team took a free kick quickly, and North Walkden then took a shot from halfway line, which went over the goalkeeper and into the back of the Polonia net. But the referee had already blew up and said that, in fact, Polonia hadn't took the free kick. So it remains 1-0 here.
Well, your alternate form reporting quite well there. It seems to be a pretty eventful game so far.
Yeah, so far, Tom.
Nosa with the ball again, and it's another good through ball, and Isaacs ran onto it, and the goalkeeper collects yet again. Another good chance for Stretford Paddock, but we've had another goal alert.
2-0 North Walkden, a goal now just around the half-hour mark. One-on-one opportunity with a lofted ball over the Polonia defence. The goalkeeper came rushing out, but the chip was too good and floated over the goalie's head and went into the back of the net. So 2-0 North Walkden, and that result means Paddock just need a draw to hang on and get through to the quarterfinals.
Well, I tell you what, that's a huge, huge goal. North Walkden looking comfortable. So at the moment, the result is okay, but you never know when it can change. Football is such a crazy sport sometimes. That's a shot just over the bar. Really decent effort. Paddock's starting to get a little bit of momentum towards the end of this first half.
Yeah, absolutely. A few good chances going on now. And like we said before, it's all about this match. Okay, we've got the reports going on at Polonia, but we really need that goal and put it in our hands, Tom.
So just a quick reminder, the players, of course, do not know about what is taking place at the moment, so they're still very unaware. But talking about the updates, we've had another goal update. Ethan, what's just happened?
North Walkden 2, Manchester Polonia 1. About 40 minutes into the game, Manchester Polonia pulled one back with a ball from the left-hand side, a low cross, which was tapped in from around 6 yards out. 2-1.
I think it's a bit of a commentator's curse there. I literally said anything can happen in football, and then Polonia go and score, and across, just skimming the face of the box there. Kean not completely convincing, you have to say. The number 6 has maybe put him off, but it's a bit of a ropey one.
Yeah, it could have been a bad segment there with obviously Polonia getting a goal back, which is not what we wanted, then nearly a goal in our own net. So we've kept it out.
Yeah, and there is the half-time whistle, and it is 0-0 at the break. So let's go over to Ethan to see what's happening at the half-time point in the Polonia-Walkden game.
Half-time here, North Walkden 2, Manchester Polonia 1. As it stands, Stretford Paddock can go through to the quarter-final stages with a draw. Manchester Polonia have been getting back into this game though. They pulled one back at around the 40-minute mark, and then just before half-time, this North Walkden goalkeeper spilt a pretty easy catch, but he managed to jump onto the rebound. So as it stands, Paddock are going through, but if they really want this game and their future in their own hands, they need to go win it.
They've started to slow down a little bit. They're still fucking dangerous. So don't just fucking waltz onto here and think it's happy days. We're changing up the formation. We're going with 4-2-3-1. Cam and Jay sit as a pair. Jay, shuttle and go forward. Right? So it's an 8. 6 and an 8. No sir, just ahead in the 10, right? Hamza, leading the line down the middle. You two right off him. And I want to start hitting Hamza with the long ones. Lead the fucking line, be right on the shoulders. Lads, this game is going exactly how we wanted it. It goes even more how we want it when we score in the next 15 minutes.
Okay, so Howson has changed the formation, going to a 4-2-3-1 instead of the 4-3-3. Hamza has replaced Ash, which means Jay and Cam will play the defensive pivot, the two defensive midfielders. Out wide will be Ronaldo and Isaac. The number 10 remains Nosa, and Hamza will be the outlet up top. Steve, of course, has mentioned he wants the team to get a goal in the first 15. Would definitely calm the nerves.
Yeah, absolutely. Just like we mentioned before, the previous results, the 4-0s, getting those players wide like Ronaldo and Hamza in this new formation could really work.
And it seems to have worked here. He's got the ball to Hamza, but he's just giving it away, and Abacus Media can recycle possession. The real key thing now is for Stretford Paddock to keep the pressure up and make sure, like you say, put this result in their own hands rather than leaving it to outside circumstances, you know, for them to go through. And that's a cross that's just been missed by the goalkeeper. Similar one to the end of the first half where the ball went across our box and Kean looked a little bit worried, and that the Abacus goalkeeper now looking worried with those.
Yeah, no one at the back post there for Paddock to get on the end of that, but it was a good delivery. Yeah,
Hamza already making a difference, and he's pressing the Abacus defence into mistakes. It's a really decent change from Steve, and a real heavy collision. That is a nasty one. The goalkeeper and Hamza are both down. The goalkeeper really looks in a fair bit of pain for this one. But whilst the players are down, we've got another update from the Polonia-Walkden game. Ethan.
56 minutes into the game, it's still North Walkden 2, Manchester Polonia 1. A North Walkden man's just been sin-binned for 10 minutes, and Polonia are using this opportunity to keep pushing. A good double save from the North Walkden goalkeeper has kept the score 2-1 after he originally parried the first one and got up well to block the second. Polonia were trying to claim a penalty that the goalkeeper took out their man, but not given. Still 2-1. Stretford Paddock really need a goal to get this game in their hands because Polonia look deadly.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's all to play for at the moment. Things are still very, very close, but Abacus have brought on an outfielder and put them in goal, and the news on the touchline is that this player didn't actually want to go in goal, so he might not be the most confident, so he can get some shots off. I'll tell you what, we could be in dreamland here.
Absolutely, Tom, that's what we need to do now. Have a few shots. Oh,
Kean spills it just like the North Walkden goalkeeper.
Yeah.
The North Walkden goalkeeper.
Yeah,
and he collects it on the rebound. So yeah, similar things happening. But if you're talking about the Walkden game, there's been another update. Ethan, what can you tell us?
60 minutes into the game and Polonia have the goal in the back of the net, but the goal's been disallowed. The referee has given offside, much to the dismay of Polonia players. They're fuming. One of the players has just been sin-binned for 10 minutes, so both players down to 10 for the time being, and North Walkden are due for their man to come back on shortly. So still 2-1 North Walkden here.
So both teams down to 10 men and a goal disallowed for Polonia. That's how close it is at the moment. That goal would, of course, meant that this result would not be enough. But we are on the attack here. Ronaldo has had a few assists in his last couple of games. Can he add to his tally today? Gets past his man. Can he get a cross in? He does. It's Jay!
Yes!
There it is! 1-0. There is the goal. That is what we needed. That is a huge, huge moment in this game. Stretford Paddock have the lead, and that means now that they can focus on their result, and the North Walkden game all of a sudden becomes the background.
Yeah, what a terrific cross from the right side from Ronaldo, and that header from Jay, equally good, down into the back of the net, and that outfield goalkeeper couldn't get there.
Really, really decent cross and a fantastically placed header. And as the goal goes in, we've had another update from the Walkden-Polonia game. I'll tell you what, it's all kicking off there at the moment. Ethan, what have you got to tell us?
Well, just as the news come through to me that Stretford Paddock are 1-0 up, it's now 3-1 North Walkden, a good goal from close range, and after that, Polonia are now down to 8 men. 2 sent off, 1 in the sin bin. It's going to be an uphill task now for Polonia to get back into this game. As it stands, North Walkden 3, Manchester Polonia 1.
I think uphill task is maybe a bit of an understatement, but it's all coming together for Stretford Paddock. 1-0 up, and with results going their way, joint top of the league now with 10 points, and that goal difference is doing us such a big favour as well.
Yeah, it's been an excellent few minutes for Paddock, and if we can get a second now, we can really think about that quarter-final place.
I was about to say that's a decent effort, but it's flown miles wide. Maybe a little bit of confidence there with the team, but you know, we always say this with Paddock. The games can be quite close, but when we get that goal, the momentum really does start to shift, and we do get into our, confident selves, and we do start knocking the ball around a lot better. There's a chance for Abacus here, and offside, a decent offside call, I think. There's been a lot less controversy in this game than the last game. The referee, to be fair, who we did actually criticise a fair bit in the last game, it's fair to say, has actually controlled things really well.
Yeah, I agree, Tom. He's had a good game. It's difficult at this level when you don't have linesmen to make those calls for you, but there's been no guesswork. He's had a solid game so far. Yeah,
Hamza brought down on this near side, and Jay to take the free kick, and it's bounced, and the goalkeeper has really made a meal of that. Not really sure what's happening. I think it bounced in front of him. He might have been put off by the run of Dens. He's actually sort of been shoulder barged. I think the referee's given a free kick. Decent decision.
It was an excellent ball from the left side as well, Tom. It was fizzed across goal, and the goalkeeper did just enough. It wasn't convincing by any means, but he did enough.
Yeah, and it's another good cross here, and the header's off the bar. Goodness me. Abacus inches away from equalising. Stretford Paddock could really do with a second goal here. Coming up to 73 minutes now. Not too long left of this game.
Yeah, living dangerously there. We need that second goal. We need to get that composure back and have full control in this.
Here's Nosa. Had another really good game. It's a good ball into Isaac, who plays it across. No one's really there to meet it. They've defended very well today, to be fair, Abacus Media. And they're looking to really keep the score down. Talking about scorelines, though, there's been another update at the Walkden game.
Triple goal update here. It's now North Walkden 5, Manchester Polonia 2. The first of the most recent goals came with the number 9 for North Walkden scoring 1-1. Not too long after that, they gave away a penalty. Manchester Polonia converted that in the bottom right corner. The goalkeeper guessing right but not getting there. And then soon after, they've just added a 5th. So it looks like North Walkden and Stretford Paddock are going through, and Manchester Polonia are bowing out of the group stages.
Well, I think it's fair to say we can crack the beers open because it is all coming together now for Stretford Paddock, and they're on the attack here, looking to really go for the jugular and get the second goal. Isaac's in again here, tries to curl it in, but it's straight at the goalkeeper. And I have to say, for a player, an outfielder who's playing in goal, he's done okay.
Yeah, he's done not too bad at all, Tom. It's like you said, he wasn't very happy about going in goal, but he's done his team a service.
Yeah, maybe could have caught that one, to be fair, but it is all looking good for Paddock, and I tell you what, the defence has been monumental again today. And of course, Stephen, they said that he wanted the team to score in the first 15 minutes, and they did it. Yeah. He predicted it. He said what was going to happen, and it's happened. And so far, it means that Stretford Paddock are going through to the quarter-finals. And it's a good chance here again. And it's played in for Isaac again, and he's through again, and the keeper thwarts him again. I'll tell you what, Isaac's going to be really kicking himself. 2 good chances to put Paddock's game to bed. Look at that. Tries to side foot it into the far corner. It's actually a really good save.
Excellent stop with these thigh, I think.
Yeah, good reflexes for quite a big centre-half looking player, really. No offence to him, of course. He does look like he could snap me in half. But of course, Paddock looking much more confident, as we said they did, and that's a brilliant reverse pass. Isaac's onside. Can he make it 2? Goes around the keeper and puts it in. There is the second. Easy as you like. That is the composure of a player who's played at League One level. Ronaldo, what a ball. Offside calls ruled off by the referee. Good call as well, as we'll be able to see on the replays. Isaac, cool as cucumber.
Cool as a cucumber, Tom.
Yeah.
Excellent finish, and he's onside. Yeah, onside there.
Good call by the ref.
Yeah,
that's a tough one,
call.
that.
Yeah, it's a really tough one, and he done well to let play go on. Excellent feat to dance around the goalkeeper and stick that in the back of the net.
No, he just gave up, didn't he, the goalkeeper? He was having none of that.
He's not going to get there, Tom, and it's in our hands now. I think those beers that we said would crack open definitely need to be drunk now.
The party tricks coming out now as well. Ronaldo bursting past his man yet again. They haven't been able to deal with him in the second half, and he gets another. Well, he tries to get another cross in. Handball shouts there. Didn't look too obvious. Let's have another look at this one. No. Arms are tucked in by his side. Be a very, very harsh decision if you give that one.
Yeah, I'd agree with that one.
Now Ronaldo again with the ball, trying to get it past his man. He's been so good in this game, and there is the full-time whistle. The celebrations can begin. Stretford Paddock have made it through to the quarter-finals. The flares are out. You'd thought we'd have won the cup there, really, but it's been such a huge achievement. Bottom of the league with 2 games played, 3 wins in a row, 3 clean sheets. The turnaround has been absolutely outstanding.
It's an excellent mentality to have, Tom. Like you said, it wasn't a great start to the group stages, but we've really come together, got a few clean sheets under our belt now, and the goals are flowing.
And as you can see, really close game, to be honest, but in the second half, Stretford Paddock really taking control of the game and control of the possession, control of the chances. In the final 15 minutes, we had many chances to get more goals. I think that Steve maybe would have wanted us to win maybe 3 or 4-0 today, but his prediction was pretty rock solid. His prediction was pretty spot on. 0-0 for the first half. Get a goal in the first 15 of the second, and that's what happened.
And as well, Tom, it's changing the formation at half-time 2 weeks in a row. It's meant that we've scored 6 goals in the last 2 second halves.
Yeah, exactly. And that change now means that, I mean, if we look at this table, what a beautiful sight that is. 10 points through to the quarter-finals, which will be played on the 15th of May. So write that down on your calendars. But it's going to be a very, very tough game, as you can see, against Mellor Firsts. Now, a little bit about Mellor Firsts. They had a 100% record in the Premier Division, and they've just won their most recent game in this competition, 8-0. So this is the biggest test Paddock will have in this tournament. I think it's fair to say they are the team to beat in this division, at this level of football.
Yeah, absolutely, Tom. It's been an excellent achievement still to get through to the quarterfinals, but all eyes on this Mellor Firsts game, who are an exciting outfit and a very good one, you say.
Yeah, it's going to be a cracking game, and hopefully you'll be able to join us for it. I think me and Ethan maybe might be on the comms for that one, hopefully anyway, so, if they don't sack us.
If we're not cold.
Yeah, so thank you for joining us for this one. Of course, as usual, if you do want to play for this team, and if you are excited for this quarter-final match, and you maybe want to be a part of this fantastic journey that Stretford Paddock is on at the moment, you can, of course, come down for trials. It's going to be at Turnmoss Playing Fields in Stretford, 6 p.m. till 7:30 p.m. every Tuesday. So if you're not doing much, then make sure to come down. You know, we are well up for signing players. We're going to have a lot of teams next season as well. Right, so that is all for today. Stretford Paddock are quarter-finalists in the Rhodes Cup. Who thought we would have said that at the start of the group stage? We formed this team during a pandemic. We've got a team together, and we look to be playing some fantastic football and could be on for our first trophy as a club in our first season.
Yeah, absolutely that, Tom. It's been a terrific start, and let's hope we can continue it against Mellor Firsts and move into that semi-final.
Yeah, and we hope you can join us for that one. But until then, it's goodbye from me.
And goodbye from me.
The game very much went how I thought it was going to go. I thought it would be a very tight, very nervy first half, and I thought second half we could open up our legs and get some goals on the board and get the game won. And to be honest, I thought we were probably value for maybe 2, maybe even 3, if I'm being giddy, more goals. I thought we were very good in the second half, and especially with their keeper going off injured, we probably missed an opportunity to pour more on. But at the end of the day, we're in the hat for the quarterfinals, and that
was all the aim was at the start of the day. What I've seen from Mellor is they had a flawless record in the league. I think they've dropped one game in this cup, but I guess they could have afforded to. And they won 8-0 today. Make no mistake, this is the hardest possible test in this entire league that we could have got. But if you want to win it, you got to beat the best. So let's beat the best. I actually think we turn up against the better teams. If they want to come and play football, we'll have it. If they want to just go long route one direct, we'll have it. Let's have it. I can't wait to play them. I can't wait to see how we do. I can't wait to measure up what my lads are like against clearly the best team in this league system and find out how far off it we are or are we their equals. We'll find out.